Wild Sheep Foundation presents Sheep Shape. Patrick Scroggin has touched down at Caribou Camp in the Northwest Territories. He must wait a full 12 hours before putting boots to the ground in search of caribou. So Team Gunworks begins setting up camp and putting a game plan together.
Well, we just moved a little further down here to the valley. And if you look up there, there's some caribou up there hanging out on the hill. Gonna set up the scope and tripod, check them out.
The land is ripe and loaded with big caribou. Patrick gets his first look at the herd through his Miopta spotting scope. He's counting down the hours, but he knows the window won't open until after the sun sets. The team will continue to learn the landscape, patiently waiting for their chance to stalk. Meanwhile, several hundred miles to the southeast, Chad Hall has pulled the trigger on a ram that he stalked for nearly 4 hours. He's weaving through big mountainside boulders on his way to claim his reward for months of hard work.
Only took us 2 hours to get down.
Freaking awesome, Chad.
It's beautiful.
The gravity of the situation sets in as Chad lays hands on his ram for the first time. The words to describe this moment escape him, but the reality of the Northwest Territory elements are as imminent as ever. The team needs to begin quartering the ram before the weather dampens their celebration.
This weather's rolling in hard on us.
I think we should do some processing here.
Yes, we should. Let's get her done. Weather's rolling in, so we're trying to get the sheep processed and quartered up in our packs as quick as we can. Curious how Kelsey's doing. I haven't got a check-in a while. I'm gonna shoot her a message.
While Chad and Kelly begin caping and quartering the ram, Kelsey Burford is scaling a steep rock wall high in the Alaskan mountains. She's searching for a ram of her own, with her weapon of choice, a stick and string.
Oh, it's a caribou.
Caribou, right there on the
Bull
face.
right on the top.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, everything's a sheep these days.
Team Miopta has been trekking through rugged terrain all morning in search of sheep. The demanding pace is beginning to take its toll on the team. They're growing more tired with each peak summited, and their minds are beginning to play tricks on them.
This is some tough hiking through these rocks. It's slippery. Everywhere you walk, you gotta make sure the rock is stable or you're gonna slide down. It's tough. I wonder how Patrick's doing with his leg. If he's doing this, I feel for him. This is really tough. I'm also concerned falling on my bow and my string. Those rocks are so sharp. One slip will just cut it. So I'm really concentrating on that, keeping my bow out of danger. If I lose the string, it's over.
Meanwhile, a few hundred miles to the northeast, Patrick Scroggin is tired of waiting around, but the 12-hour caribou countdown continues, so Team Gunworks is on the move toward higher ground. The ram kill is still fresh in Patrick's mind, but now he has caribou fever.
That is definitely him.
You have to go far to find him.
So hopefully he doesn't go over the mountain.
I think that he'll probably work back.
Yeah. Well, he'll probably work up and then back around. Well, that's definitely him. So hopefully, when we can shoot in the morning, hopefully we'll be able to get on him.
We've been watching him pretty much all day.
Be a pretty good shot from here.
Yeah, that's a pretty good shot, I'd say.
And 2,000 yards, but starting to rain though. Kind of weather's kind of getting bad. Wonder how the weather is where Chad and them are at.
The same system that's moving in on Patrick is beginning to bear down on Chad and Kelly. They're working quickly to process this ram.
This is going to be a tremendous tasting backstrap, I tell you what.
The laws of this land are to leave nothing but tracks behind when you're done. Every ounce of this ram needs processed and packed back to camp. Chad and the rest of Team Wild Sheep are on the verge of warming up by the campfire to enjoy some fresh backstraps. But the clouds are rolling in, and the mountain conditions are on the verge of taking a turn for the worse.